What's up, fellas? It's time for Wake Up Mintzy, presented by Dude Wipes. Not live from the Barstool Chicago office. Beautiful Thursday morning. It's summertime. The office has been popping all week. I'm excited to be here, man. It's just the summer vibes are great. And first of all, we've got a few guests today, but shout out Smitty, old good friend of mine from the poker days, Pick Central days, and fun to have you in the Chicago office this week. How are you doing?
Thank you. We're not live?
No, we're on the 45-second.
45 seconds? Okay.
We have a 45-second delay.
Okay. I appreciate it, Mintz. I appreciate how much more large I look in this chair than you. You look fun-sized compared to me in this chair.
You know
Why?
what? I'll take that because I posted this on the picture before, but I'm like back wearing. I've been fighting the.
Yeah, but you don't look thinner. You look more miniature. Like it's like they shrug you. It's like you were with the adult mushroom and in Mario and got shrunk down.
Well, you are like 5 inches taller, 4 inches taller than me, but the chair does give you. It does.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, it does give. Well. You
do look good, Mintzy. You look great.
I feel good. Got to say, shout out to our old friend Nate. Nate's been killing it on the exercise and workout videos. Kind of got me inspired the last few weeks. As always, Wake Up Mintzy, presented by the fine folks of Dude Wipes. Let it rip with Dude Wipes. Here to clean up all your messes. It's a revolution. They're taking over the toilet paper world. One use of Dude Wipes will change your life. Find them at Walmart, Amazon, Target, nationwide. Let it rip with Dude Wipes. They also have a new product, the Odor Destroyer.
Ooh.
Yeah, getting innovative with Dude Wipes. Follow them on all social media, and they are awesome. And then, as always, got to start the day drinking some Stella Blue coffee. The only way to wake up and get your mind right. Shout out Big Cat. And I always say this, dude. It's amazing coffee. And they also check out the Stella Blue cold brew. Summertime. What's better than nice coffee in the summertime?
Delicious.
All right, bunch of stuff to get into.
Wait, you got one more. Why, we're not selling watches anymore?
Oh, we are. Dude, I got the Brick Watch on. Hell yeah, we're selling some watches.
Okay.
Anybody, DM me. If anybody interested in Brick Watches, send me a DM. We'll try to get you in one. We'll make some deals. Let's go.
Just looking after you, Mintz.
I need all the help I can get. Tyler Moody in here once again. Last day he's in town. Moody, been a lot of fun. How's your trip been?
Trip's been good. Obviously, makes it a lot easier for me being in studio versus trying to run this thing from Louisiana. There's been some problems at times. It's just the Mintzy effect, you know? Like things would be going great and then all of a sudden the internet doesn't work or a mic stops working. It's the Mintzy effect.
Oh, that's the Mintzy effect.
That's the Mintzy effect.
Yes,
yeah.
Internet and mics.
Yeah.
That's the Mintzy effect.
Things always.
Yeah.
The thing I always say.
That's where it ends.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing else.
That's the Mintzy
else.
effect.
Yeah, bad things always happen, and they always look bad, and then it always ends up.
And then it
out.
turns out good. Yeah.
It's the cycle of life. All right, we're gonna jump into the dozen stuff. Smitty, Final Four tonight. Riviera, still a few tickets available, not many. I know. As of yesterday, early in the day, they were down to a couple hundred. So it's going to sell out. Get them now. Come join us. Uptown Ball's going for their second championship in 3 years. You, Glennie, and Tommy taking on the Booze Ponies, which is Will Compton and Dana. And I don't know what the hell is going to happen with fights. I saw Jeff D. Lowe asking for somebody to get a private jet from France to get back from trivia, which I thought seemed very, very aggressive. Fights over in France for a wedding. And apparently the wedding, he had to fly to Paris, and then the wedding's like 8 hours south of Paris or something. So I don't know. But it's ironic that Will Compton is having scheduling problems with this because of the dozen getting moved for the beer game stuff. It's a full circle ironic moment.
Yeah. First of all, like you said, tickets are still on sale. A lot of heavy hitters tonight. Dave is playing with ZD. You got the experts, PFT Fran, and Brandon Walker looking for his first non-participation trophy in the dozen. And then Will Compton and Balls and Smokes are just they're the best trivia players
they
in
are
the world
freaking
right now.
lava.
They're just locked. And yeah, I'm there. I exist. We're happy to be back. We have a very, very, very good strategy. Not only do we try to get the answers correct, but B, beforehand, all we try to do is think how Jeff D. Lowe thinks.
Okay, so you're trying to get in his brain.
Write the question. No, we don't try to get in his brain. We know his brain.
We know his brain.
Yes.
Okay.
So
maybe I wish I had
that helps immensely when you can just randomly say a Cleveland basketball or football player, and it ends up being right sometimes.
Okay, well, I wish I wish I had known that. But so there, y'all are
playoff Mintzy.
Playoff. We'll touch on that in a
You're
second.
the one doing the thing.
So are y'all the first match tonight?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure, but I know all 3 matches are tonight.
Well, yeah. So
and the Booze Ponies, winning would almost be losing. That's how much I like watching them.
yeah, I've been saying
They are just white meat on roids.
Yeah,
That's all they are.
Yeah.
Or cholesterol when it comes to Dana.
they come in there, Wilka. It's like I was saying this. I said this a couple of times. And I'll repeat it with the eye black and the jerseys and how fired up they are. I think they're getting ready to take the field at the college.
It's
World
great.
Series.
It's fun.
But it's trivia. No, but they love the energy.
They remind me of how I used to be in life. And that makes me smile.
Dana is really underrated in trivia.
Oh, Dana's
He knows basketball.
Dana is Rain Man, but if Rain Man wasn't smart, I don't know how to politically correctly say it. So I'm just gonna say Dana is a lesser version of Rain Man, but still very smart.
I feel like Dana's a classic example of you see the beer tweet stuff and all that stuff, and you think, oh, this dude, you don't realize how smart he is basically what I'm saying.
Well,
he's a great editor,
intelligence and trivia, I think, are 2 different things. I've always been like a history buff because I can remember like facts and dates. I wouldn't consider myself any sort of a historian or provide intelligence because that would require interpreting those facts and dates into something relevant. That's Dana when it comes to NBA.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. He just remembers the hometown of the 8th guard to come off the bench from Trailblazers. Like, that's what it is. And that's fine. That's great.
No, it's crazy. So what do you think's going to happen with this fights thing? I mean, literally, is he going to zoom in from France? Are they going to have a sub?
Hey, I don't know, but it's karma, and karma's a bitch. Like, you move the beer Olympics, like, you got to reap what you sow.
No, and I saw Dave Portnoy certainly mention that on Twitter.
Yeah, it is what it is.
The drama of the beer Olympics stuff this year it's been something.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it seemed like a really fun time last year, and they shot for the moon this year, and it is what it is. The Kelsey things, though, they've been doing that in Sea Isle for years.
Okay.
Like, maybe not calling it the beer Olympics, but they've been doing like kind of charity, like it's basically beer events in Sea Isle. Jason has for at least 5 years.
I saw Travis got on the. Did I see him get on the bus yesterday? Maybe. I thought I saw a tweet.
I'm not sure, but
okay.
Travis is all around those parts.
Yeah, and I know a tight end university going on too. So Will Compton had to fly back there, and he's coming back. But so Uptown Balls though going for your 2nd title in 3 years, take on the Booze Ponies. The other match, man, heavyweight street fight. ZD, the number 1 seed, Dave Portnoy, Eddie, and Clem taking on the experts, PFT, Walker, and Fran. The experts have been, when you think about the dozen, they're I kind of almost compared them to what Tennessee baseball is doing in Omaha this year, where, I mean, they've done everything but win. They've been so good for 4 years. They've probably been the most consistent team in the league for 4 years. But they, 2 years ago, y'all beat them that championship when they were up 12-7, and Walker blew it. And that's the only thing they haven't done is won. So, going to be watching that. Last night, people were talking about the playoff Mintzy thing. Jeff mentioned I was 5-1 in the playoffs and averaged way more points. Playoff Mintzy reputation took a beating. We got freaking destroyed last night by ZD. And, I mean, there's no even excuses to say it. We got the shit kicked out of us. I mean, we scored, I lost 14-6. I mean, it's embarrassing. Made a few mistakes. Kind of one of those things, though, where I say this about gambling and stuff. I'd almost rather get the crap kicked out of me to where you don't have to, beat yourself up over 1 or 2 mistakes, because then you just know it wasn't your day. But Smockin's run ended in the quarters, and it ended in flames.
Do you agree or disagree with the comments made by your teammate in regards to possible questionable
my thing on that is, like I said, my stance on that is if it had been a close match, I might have said something. But we got our ass beat so bad, how can you even say anything? The two that were brought up were the movie one. We got a tough Nicolas Cage one, and then they got John Q, the real obvious one. And then at the end of the
I saw Magic Man. It was a good movie.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't know anything about movies. I mean, I didn't even know John Q. So, But and then the other one was the end of the bonus round was like a Cheetos bag question. But like I said, I mean,
Everybody's
when
had
you
Cheetos.
when you get destroyed, like how can you complain about one or two things? I mean, like that's on us. It's on me for not remembering Steve Slayton because I'm a fantasy football guy and I used to, follow West Virginia. I can't believe I just totally brain farted on that Houston question, and then we screwed up, not doubles, whatever. I mean, we got our ass beat. Just we got to look forward. But the end of the year for Schmocken, we ended up having a decent year. I would love to see an Uptown Balls Experts rematch in the title game because that title game 2 years ago. Like I said, when Walker was up 12-7 and y'all came back was, I feel like the universe would love to see that.
Yeah, that was the best individual trivia performance I've ever had. That championship match.
What a time!
But yeah, Uptown Balls is. We're gonna come see conquer. I mean, that's what we do. We're confident right now. I'm just letting the two MVPs cook, and no matter what, it's gonna be tough. So we go in, play our best game. That's all we can ask for.
Well, I'm excited to see it. Come join us at the Riviera. I believe it starts at 7 tonight. Is that correct?
Sounds about right.
Okay. Yeah, but a few tickets available. I'll be there. Most of the Barstool office is coming. I would rather be playing, but I'm certainly going to be there.
I think a lot of people are like sticking around for it too. Like people who lost yesterday are flying back, and people are sticking.
Yeah, hell yeah! It's a great, it's really fun. Where it seems like once every 6 or 8 weeks we have like a huge reunion in the Chicago office, and the dozen week. It's just fun. It feels like I said. I mean, I never get like Smitty. I used to do Pick Central with you every day. We did all the poker stuff, and like now I never get to see you. So it's kind of fun getting to bring it back. All right, let's get into some sports stuff. College World Series. We have a national championship matchup. Tennessee Volunteers, the 1 seed, ran right through it, destroyed Florida State 7-2 yesterday. They are finally in the national championship series. They've been the best program in college baseball the last 4 years. This is their 3rd trip to Omaha. 2 years ago, they won 53 regular season games, but got beat in the Super Regional. They get back there. They're loaded. They're the best team. And Moody, I know you've been watching a lot of the College World Series. I mean, you've been saying how impressed are you with Tony Vitello's Vols?
Yeah, they're one of the best college teams I've seen in recent memory. I mean, from 1 through 6, they all can swing it. Christian Moore is an absolute superstar in the making. I mean, his approach at the plate, how good he is in the field, his ability on the base pass. I mean, he's a 5-star athlete, no doubt about it. 5-tool player, and whoever drafts him, they got a superstar in the making. And the Vols, I'll be shocked if A&M finds a way to take 2 of 3 from them. I really will. They're one of the best collegiate teams I've watched in a while. And it feels like their years, the culmination of the last 4 years, and I think it all comes together here for Tennessee.
That's what it feels like to me, too. They're the 1 seed. No 1 seed's won the college baseball national championship since '99, I believe. Because that's how college baseball, that's what makes it fun, is how unpredictable it is. But if Tennessee was going to lose a game, it was that Friday game against Florida State when they came back with 2 outs in the 9th. They take care of Florida State 7-2. They're on to the championship, and then they'll be taking on the Texas A&M Aggies, who are the number 3 overall seed. And got to just give so much credit to Jim Schlossnagle's Aggies. They lost their first-team All-American in Game 2 of the Super Regional, Braden Montgomery, to a broken ankle. Their number 2 pitcher is out. Jace Lavalette, their other All-American outfielder's playing, but he pulled his hamstring the other day, so he's playing through it. They're 8-0 in the NCAA tournament. And
so what happened to Florida?
A&M knocked them out last night. 5-0.
Oh, so they played a doubleheader?
Yeah, so Florida.
I'm not a College World Series guy.
No, so what happened was Florida would have had to beat A&M last night and today.
Gotcha.
And Florida, hey, man.
Well, they had that kid.
Jack Caglione, the Otani of college baseball.
Yeah. So I'm, again, not a big College World Series guy. He already hit a home run yesterday. They were blowing him out. I see him hit the farthest baseball I think I've ever seen hit in my life. It was foul. And it's like, who the fuck is this guy? And like 2 pitches later, he just hit his 2nd home run.
No, so
it's like, who is this guy?
So it's Jack Caglione. He hit this year 417, 35 homers, 72 RBIs, 58 walks, 26 strikeouts. It's like Barry Bonds.
Good numbers.
Yeah, and then he hit 35 homers each of the last 2 years. He pitches. He throws mid-90s. He's not going to pitch. Like, he's a good pitcher. He's like their number 2 guy. Do not expect he's going to just hit in the pros.
Can we do a Golden Spikes off?
Yeah.
Just 1st to 10 or something?
That have won it? People that have won it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first?
Sure. You want to snake draft it? Or let's just go back.
No, just go back.
I've got 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, I'm going scissors.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. All right,
Coward.
first, Dylan Cruz,
All right.
LSU last year.
Let me pull him up here.
That's my first pick.
Okay.
We'll go JUCO Bryce Harper.
All right. That's fair.
Okay, is that yes or no?
That's a yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we get Bryce Harper for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go. God, this is gonna be kind of tough. Like, this is about to be embarrassing for my college baseball knowledge. Let's see.
All right, to Golden Spikes off. We're doing a spike off, Mintz.
Hey, here's the thing.
I don't know college.
Smitty just said he doesn't watch college baseball. He cannot beat you here.
I said my guy, Bryce Harper.
You can't allow it to happen. Who else you got?
Okay, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I know the nominees this year, but that doesn't help. This year it's Hagen Smith, Charlie Condon of Georgia, and Travis Bazzano of Oregon State. So one of them is going to win, but I don't think that counts here. Let's see, 2022.
I will say, over the last 15 years, most of them are pretty big names outside.
Yeah, you don't need
of,
to go in chronological order.
2 of them, yeah.
Okay,
It's a spike off, Mintz.
I know.
Let's have a spike off.
I know we're having a spike off. I'm thinking.
We're thinking, wait, what's the time limit here? Is this turning from a golden spike off to a golden sombrero spike
Did Jack
off?
Leiter win it?
Jack Leiter did not win it, no.
Okay, I'll let Smitty guess next.
I mean, wasn't Strasburg like the greatest college pitcher of all time?
Yeah, he got it back in, I think, 209 maybe? Yeah, 2009.
Okay, I got
Yep.
one. Jared Weaver.
That's going to be about, 2004, correct. So
That's what we're at.
2-1 Smitty right now.
Okay.
No,
Oh, yeah,
2-1
Cruz. Yeah, Cruz.
2-2.
2-2.
Gunnar Henderson won it, right?
I don't know. Gunnar Henderson did not win it.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman did win it in 2019.
Okay,
Yep.
they're tied up.
3-2. I'm up because I had Dylan Cruz and I had Jared Weaver, so that's my third one.
Okay. Let's go Dansby Swanson.
Dansby did not win it.
It's a really good
It's
guess.
a good guess. He was a finalist for it that year though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 97 LSU. Did Brandon Larson win it when he hit 40 home runs?
1997. Let me scroll down
He
a
hit
little
40
bit.
bombs. So I think
No, it was not. It was a Florida State outfielder that won it that year.
Okay, I got a hint on that. I know that is, but Smitty's probably gonna beat me to it.
Florida State outfielder in 97?
Yeah, had a
Solid.
solid MLB career. Good come in.
Mark Kotsay?
JD Drew.
It
Yeah,
was
makes
JD
sense.
Drew. Yeah, it was JD.
I think
Drew.
Mark Kotsay
Kotsay won it in '95, so you're right.
Okay, you got
So
one.
we'll give him that.
We'll give Kotsay
Yep.
91.
Got Kelly Keys
Give
in the
you
building.
JD Drew. We're having a spike off, a golden spike
Okay,
off.
I'm going old school here.
It's somewhere between it's lower, or excuse me, it's higher than a golden sombrero off, but it's lesser than a golden shower off.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's
All right,
a golden
I
spike
think I
off.
have all the information.
If
I need.
Kelly
Yes.
can guess one golden spike before y'all guess another one, she automatically wins.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
the Golden Spike.
Who-
With,
winner of the
it's
Golden
it's the
Spikes.
college baseball best player in the last any of them.
Any of them ever?
Yeah, if you could guess any of them ever.
I bet if you
All
just name a baseball player that you know,
I know.
there's
one.
like a,
I know
there's like a
one baseball player I
30%
know.
chance they won it.
Let me think about. I'm thinking about people that played baseball at my school. I have one like cousin kind of Corey Swickle.
I'm gonna say your cousin probably didn't win the
gonna
golden
go-
spike.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
go-
don't think
Moody-
he won the golden spike. But he played
Yeah.
baseball. That's
Well,
all I know.
that's-
That's all I know. Listen, I don't know. You just said good. I don't
Well,
know.
you could have said like a famous baseball
Oh, I
player
don't
that you know
know.
off the top of your head. Do you know? Can you name one baseball player?
I thought you were talking about college.
Well, yes, but like usually
that,
college
like,
players
went
would
to
like
college?
to. Well, no, usually like the best college
this is
baseball
like
player
this is
would
like
be
the
like
Heisman
a good.
Trophy for college baseball.
Yeah,
Oh,
it could
what
be
about,
like a good major leaguer.
Did Aaron Judge get it?
That's a good
That's a
question.
good guess. He played.
He did not win it. Though.
All right, that was a good guess.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good guess.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Sorry, I don't
I'm gonna go Rafael Palmeiro, Mississippi State.
I love how Mintz gets to.
Yeah, he's just
guesses to
guessing
every one
hard.
of mine.
I don't. Let's see.
It'd be the 80s.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. 1990. No.
It'd be early. It was during the 80s. They had Will Clark, Rafael Palmeiro, Bobby Thigpen. and
You're
Jim
just
Brown.
throwing out names now.
No, I'm just saying
He
their
did not
team-
win it. He did not.
Did not win it? Well, Pete Cavilla fucking won it. Maybe.
What year's that?
I had been what?
Would've been like
87,
early 90s, yeah.
88. He was the only major leaguer, or
here
he was the only player to be drafted out of college to not play in the minors.
Correct. You got him here.
I'm going
Golden Spikes?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about Tim Hudson
Nice.
at Auburn?
Not that I'm seeing. No.
All right, we're going to go like one or two more. And then
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going
What
to.
about-
Oh,
what about-
okay, okay.
Can I guess another one?
Yeah.
Of course.
What about Tino Martinez?
Ooh,
Ooh.
Tino.
That is a good guess. Let's see.
Is it?
Did he play college baseball?
Like 90?
I don't know.
Yeah, he would have been
could-
around like 90,
He'd
91.
be 90s.
Scrolling back down. Robin Ventura did? No, I don't see. Tino,
Okay.
no.
All right, let's just go. Name them until you get one wrong. No.
Frank Thomas, Auburn.
No, I haven't seen Frank's name in here.
Okay. I definitely got Pat Burrell.
Yep.
Possibly the greatest college
Oh,
basketball
yeah,
player of
yeah.
all time.
That's a great Miami.
Pat Burrell, Phil Nevin.
Nevin would have been around that same time, right? Just a little bit
Believe
after.
So.
Yeah. No, I don't see him on here.
No.
What about Brad Cressy, LSU?
Travis Lee.
All right, I got those.
Travis Lee, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
1996.
Nice.
Walk
I
it off.
think
with a bump.
Smitty. That's the winner. That's the winner.
All right, Smitty wins.
Smitty wins.
Once again, I show why I'm the best. My college baseball acumen just carries this company with my knowledge.
You're
and
all-
my 3-9 gambling record in Omaha.
You're all good,
Good thing.
Mints.
Yeah, hey man,
You're just going to upgrade to the golden showers now.
what are you gonna do? Well, first of all, Kelly, thank you for joining us on Wake Up Mintzy.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's
this
fun.
Is exciting.
Yeah, it's been
I'm
fun.
not a morning girl. But,
No?
but only for you.
Oh wow, I feel honored. I'm not a morning person either, but I've changed. I've become more of one as we've gotten older. We've caught a nice break with Wake Up Mintzy with the summer thing, mostly sports being backed up to 10 and this being 9 instead of 8.
True.
That 8 o'clock's a tough ask on production and guests.
Totally.
That 8 a.m. comes pretty early.
That's
But
fair. The
yeah,
sun
it's-
does rise at what time in Chicago?
I feel like the sun is up from I start seeing it out my window off the buildings at like 5 or 5:30 in the morning. Like
Let's
Moody,
see
do you notice that?
what they say on weather app.
I mean, it seems like it comes up. Like I've got like a skyline view.
And you're up at that time? To see it?
5:15, yeah.
Yeah,
5:15,
or do you
it
feel
says
it?
the sun
No,
rise.
I wake up like feeling it, and then I snooze for.
It will wake you up, and then you will roll over, put the covers over your eyes,
Got
and
it.
go to sleep. Yeah.
That's my favorite time. The warmth of the morning sun like that, and you get to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep better than I do falling asleep at night. Like I'm like, oh yes, this is the best.
No, I love that when you get up like an hour or two before you have to
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
get
yeah.
up. No, I agree.
Yeah, that must be
I
fantastic.
know, yeah. Sorry for rubbing this right in your face. Like, when's the last time that you woke up, saw the morning sun, and peacefully rolled over?
It's been a while. It's been a solid 4 years.
right.
Well, this week, I guess, being in a
So
hotel.
true, actually.
But
Are you?
yes.
How do you feel this week? Feel like you have a little reprieve, a little rest, or do you feel just as? stressed?
I miss my boys, so
course.
that's tough. And
beside the
the anxiety of my wife, who's amazing, having
She is.
to watch 2 kids under 3, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Of course,
it's
of
a
course.
lot. So I feel it. I feel it, and I thank her so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough being away when they're that young.
Of course it is. Yeah. But
Keep-
still, like it's nice to take a nap.
It's nice to sleep in. It's nice to sleep in past 5:30.
For sure.
It is.
Yeah, for sure.
How does your wife like Smitty and I get to do poker trips a little bit? That's got to be tough.
Oh yeah, the poker trips have gone the way of the dodo a little bit since kids, which is fine. I mean, it's just the way it is. But that's poker trips. Like you can't. People don't realize when you play in poker tournaments, you're gone like 12 hours a day. Like
No, it's a very stressful thing
Especially,
on,
like,
on
the
relationships. It's not it's a big time carrying hobby on relationships.
when we first started dating, it was like 2018. And this wasn't for the main event. It was like for events like a month before. I went out to Las Vegas and I said, hey, like, do you want to come out and like hang out? I'm going to be playing poker tournaments, but like we can hang out at night and like there'll be a day here or there. She's like, yeah, absolutely. And I reiterated, I'm like, hey, like the first day you're there, I'm going to be playing poker from 10 a.m. and if I'm still alive in the tournament, like it's going to go until like midnight. She's like, oh, fine. I'll go shopping or the pool. It's Vegas. Like it'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm playing first level, blinds are like 100, 200, like 15 minutes in. I get a text. Hey, are you going to be done soon? Well,
my God, no.
I'm just like, all right, well, I guess we're not playing poker this week, which is fine. We had a great time, but that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. Like, you need to,
Right.
like, fucking just lock in for 12 hours at a time a day. And it's tough if you're not in that mindset.
I don't
Sure.
know if I'd want to accompany someone on a business trip without thinking like, oh, I'm going to be completely by myself this whole time. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of do your own thing. Like, you know how some people will have trips where they end up in a tropical location like for work somehow, and like a wife will come too and then like take advantage of the situation, which like of course. But
You wouldn't
in
wanna
that
do that?
situation it's like no, I would do that, but I would never go in expecting like I'd be like, oh no, this is a vacation for me and me alone. Like whatever's going on with you, like you do your thing.
Yeah.
Like I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
I have a fun question that I'd love to hear Keeks' answer to from the woman's perspective. So all guys have some kind of hobby, whether it be poker, golf, hunting, fishing, sports, music, whatever. Which ones annoy you the most and which ones do you like?
I'll be honest. I love spending time by myself. Like I really
Okay.
like to I like my space. I like my time. So I'm all for hobbies that get you out of the house and get you away from me for the most part.
Okay.
But the only thing that bothers me is like if you tell me you're going to be home at a certain time and then you're home 4 hours later than that, I will lose my fucking mind. Like communication is important. Like
Yeah.
even if halfway through the day.
Okay, so you just named basically like every guy hobby possible.
No. Every hobby, yes, that applies to all those hobbies. However, I just be transparent about the time. Like if you think, all right, I'm going to be home at 6 o'clock and it looks like you're going to be home at 8, don't wait until 5:45 to tell me that you're not going to be home till 8. Tell me at 2 o'clock saying, hey, look, this is going to play a little long. Is that, do you have plans tonight? Do we have anything going on? If we have no plans, nothing going on, I don't give a shit. Like I'm so fine with like, I'll read, I'll watch shows that I want to watch. Like I have no problem with.
Yeah, but
with
sometimes
spending time.
you're playing golf and one of your boys hits a hole in one, or like you want to play an extra 9 real quick, or
And
you
that's
wanna...
fine. Just shoot me a text.
All right, that's fair.
all.
The
I
communication.
think that's fair. I think that's fair. Shoot me a text, or if we have like plans to go do something, like nothing is more annoying than like, oh, we've got dinner with so and so at 8 o'clock, and you roll in at 7:45, and it's like, well, no, this isn't. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted. Now I'm stressed. We look like assholes. Like now it's on me. I'm looking stupid because of your poor time management skills.
I think that's totally fair because I think there's a thing in the world where we all share time and space. And so, no, it's true
Okay,
though.
you're
No,
right.
but the thing is
That's
like,
facts.
I think that's how existence literally
no,
works.
but no one's more important.
He's getting
than-
insightful.
No one, we all are like equal on earth no matter what
Yes.
we do. And so when you don't respect someone else's time, you're being disrespectful.
I agree with
And
that.
then when I was younger, I was like late to stuff, and I've become more responsible.
So wait, well, hold on. Okay.
When you were
Hang on,
younger,
hold
weren't
on,
you late
hold
to
on,
Brandon
hold on,
Walker's
hold on.
Thanksgiving last year?
Man, I ran 5-mile turkey trot. I didn't see his ass out there running 5 miles Thanksgiving morning. I mean, look-
Respectfully, Mintzy, you are more late to things than anyone I know.
what?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No,
Back in the Shreveport days.
When he was younger. When he was younger.
yeah, okay.
when he was
Shreveport,
younger.
Shreveport days for
He's
sure.
younger. Last, I mean,
So Moody,
technically, he was younger 10 minutes ago than he is now.
no, Moody was my old co-host in 2016 when I was a lot more of a degen than I am now. So that's fair.
I
There
love
you
the
go.
respectfully first.
Sometimes somebody else needs to give you some insight. You are not always on time. That's all I'm
I'm
gonna say.
way better about it.
That's
than
all
I
I'm
used
gonna
to
say.
be.
That's all I'm gonna
I'm
leave
way
it at.
better about it than I used to be.
What makes you so? I'm also a person that struggles with being on time sometimes, especially if the start time is a little vague. It's like, yeah, come at like 8ish. Like you'll catch me at 8:30. Like I just not because I'm trying to
it's
be
not
rude.
a hard situation.
Yeah, not because I'm trying to be rude, but because usually for me it's like I'll just get distracted with something going on, or I'll start cleaning something, or like time gets away from me. Does that happen to you?
A little bit, but I really have tried to become more intentional on
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I've made an effort because I used to be terrible about that.
Well, you're a good routine guy now, right?
I try to be.
I struggle with that.
Well,
I
so
can't.
I'm a good routine person when I'm in Chicago, and like I've been here the last 3 weekends, so now I'm in like a real good routine. But the travel and life torches me on it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And that's the thing. Same thing with the health stuff. Like when I'm here, I eat healthy and I exercise, and it's no problem. But then when I'm on the road, I'm getting pulled everywhere, and it's like a little more of a struggle.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Well, it's Thursday, day 4 in Chicago for me, and I'm like, everything that I've built up to now as far as routine or like taking care of myself, or whatever, is completely out the window. Like I feel like garbage. Like I just don't.
But it's your last day. You're here till tomorrow.
Yeah,
But you're going to be spending a week here in a couple months.
I know, but I'm expecting to feel like garbage at that point.
Okay.
Like that's a guaranteed garbage.
Have you
week.
been scoping out the place, looking for
I have
spots
been.
to sleep?
I've been scoping out the place. I'm trying to get the lay of the land because I really don't know. I don't know.
We're talking
the nooks and
Surviving
crannies in
Barstool,
here.
by the way,
Surviving
which Kelly
Barstool,
is
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a part of.
all the nooks and crannies, trying to figure it out. I think it'll be fine. It's very big. There's a lot of places to hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. So we did a hiding Mintzy on the Yak where I did. They did like a hide and seek finding me.
That's so funny.
And I the first one I hid in the elevator because I was like, they'll never think of this.
Yeah.
And they did, and then Big Cat like texted me like, hey, where are you? Because like they were looking for me for a
too
while and
long.
couldn't find me. And then I did the elevator, I did the freezer, which is a little more obvious. And then I hid in the Chicago studio under the desk, but Chief was in there. And so I thought it would throw him off because Chief was actually in there. They'd think I wouldn't be hiding.
Those are good. Those are good hiding places.
Yeah.
I like a hide and seek. I
Yeah, it was
appreciate all
fun.
that.
It was fun.
The freezer sucks.
It wasn't as cold as you think.
Really?
I'm surprised nobody's gotten trapped in that freezer.
I am
yet.
really afraid of that. I went in
Yeah.
there to get a high noon the other day, and I was like, "This feels like a
Exactly.
horror movie. How it's going to lock
Yeah,
you
all
in
of a
and,
sudden,
like-
all of a sudden, you're just chilling there, and then you're Jack Napier. that was shining.
exactly. Yeah, someone slams the door behind you. Interesting stuff.
Well, also, shout out to your performance. We had a lot of fun in that trivia matchup, Smockin versus Chicago, because it was
Yeah,
me and
thank
you were
you.
just going back and forth.
I know. That was a good showing for us. You had a great game. That was a really good game. I think that you guys all worked together really well on that one. I know that we had played you guys before. I couldn't remember if we
y'all
won
beat
or
us in
lost.
overtime.
Yeah, and so I knew it was an even match to begin with, but yeah, I was really upset about that loss. Right?
Oh,
after.
so you're confirming that if we play the experts in finals and need help with celebrity mashup and call you,
Yeah.
you will not assist us?
I would not assist Uptown Balls. No,
What's the beef with Uptown Balls?
there is no beef at all.
That's beef with
No,
Uptown
there's
Balls.
not. No, there's not. There is no beef at all. I am a.
just Fran.
I'm
Oh,
a
Fran.
Fran
Yeah,
stan.
no,
I'm,
okay.
I'm a Fran stan.
That's
and
not a
they have
beef.
Glenny. Glenny is second in celebrity
great.
mashup. Fran is number one. Glenny is number two.
I say
I'm
you're
like-
number two.
No. Glenny is unbelievable. We did that that like all stars. It was myself, Glenn, Fran, and Gia, and it was like a big mashup. Like we just did mashups, like 100 of them. And Glenn was in second place. Like he really.
That's why Balls is
pulls it
MVP.
out.
It's Uptown
No,
Balls,
he's
not
great.
Uptown anything else.
Exactly.
However,
But no,
you
that
need
is
to
no
understand.
reflection.
I know you need to understand
Oh.
that even if you are a Fran stan, you are choosing Brandon Walker over me, Tommy, and
No,
Glenny.
it's Fran. Fran's power. My friendship with Fran supersedes everything that you guys bring
All
to
right.
the table.
That's
I love
good
you
to know.
all.
I think
that's fair. That's
I
not-
love
that's
you
not-
all.
that's not a beef
But
about-
she is, and I said I will only do that. I will only do it for Fran. So like, if somebody else on another team is looking for me to do a celebrity mashup, help. I'm always there. ZD.
So you're basically saying if they call you during the Booze Pony semifinal, you're available.
Yeah, I guess I.
That's what
if
you're
the
saying.
rules apply. if
Yeah,
the
and
rules
you also
apply, yeah.
understand. I mean, butterfly effect. You would not have a relationship with Fran if it wasn't for me.
True,
Philly
because you
thing?
brought her in for stool game time. No. Drive time.
She was an intern for Barstool
Yep,
Drive
yep,
Time.
yep.
And we,
And that's a pretty good argument, I'll say. But again, she's that's my girl. I can't go against
Okay.
that. She would do the same for me, I think. But I think she would do the same for me.
That's fair. I respect the loyalty. That's not a beef.
That's girl code. I can't go above it. And yeah,
right.
Brandon Walker's on that team, but Brandon Walker, he's been working really hard. I've been seeing him stressed out. He's doing stretches on the ground. He's pacing around singing "Linger" by the Cranberries all day long yesterday.
yeah,
Like
he
they
only-
want
he
it
only had
bad.
one slab of bacon
Is that
per
what he
day.
had?
Yeah, well, he eats bacon every day.
Of course.
Yes.
But
So
it's gonna be intense. I'm really excited for the live event. I think it's gonna be
yeah.
awesome.
There's only
the
as of
teams are so
yesterday there
good.
were a couple hundred tickets left, so get them while you can.
I don't know. I don't think that many. A couple hundred.
Yeah, that's what he said yesterday. But now there's probably way less.
Yeah,
He said it was just upper deck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, it's going to be a hell of an event at Riviera tonight. Pretty much everybody is staying around from the office to go. So
Yeah.
come out, see us. Going to be a hell of a lot of fun at the Riviera. I want to ask you, I know how much you love Taylor Swift. You just went to Paris
I did.
and saw Taylor Swift in Paris. What was that
did.
like?
You're a Swiftie?
Yeah, I dabble. Paris was great. The show itself was unbelievable. It was a thing that my friends and I had put together a year ago. We emailed the venue and asked like, how much is a box, like just to see, because it's Paris, it's different, and I feel like in the US it's probably like $100,000, but we thought maybe it'd be cheap, and it was a lot cheaper. So we had a group, it was like 20 of my friends, all flew to Paris, and we all got to go stay in this box, and it was unbelievable. It was food, drink, everything, and the great seats. The show itself was insane. It was the first time she had just come back on tour the night before after like a little break, and she incorporated her new a whole set from her brand new album that had just come out a couple weeks beforehand. It was just fantastic, and she's rolling through the rest of the year. So all the way through December we get to enjoy.
What is the percentage of white women to everybody else in this Taylor Swift?
It's a high percentage, but you'd be surprised. Like it's actually turned.
I know a lot of guys.
It's actually turned very much into like an event that you have to see to say you were there. Like almost like everybody's like, oh, I was at Woodstock. Like it's the same vibe. Like it's not like Woodstock.
It's 100 Woodstocks.
It's that
across the year.
But it's that same thing where it's like I have to. It's the hottest ticket in town, and so people want to go, and all of a sudden it's generated interest for people that maybe wouldn't have gone out of their way to go to a Taylor Swift show. But it's a lot of families now, which is shocking to me. Like a weird amount of kids there, like all the time. Parents, a lot of dads, a lot of like gay guys, trying to think what else.
Sounds very inclusive. Sounds
boyfriends,
like
a lot of boyfriends, things like that. But no, it's not. Yes, there are a ton of white women, but it's also like you'd be shocked about the amount of people that are there.
So 2 days ago, my Uber driver was having the most heated conversation I've ever heard about Beyonce and Taylor Swift. She was on the side of Beyonce, right?
Yeah, of course.
And whoever was on the other side of the phone was a big Swiftie, and they were going at it like I've never heard two people go at it before. And I had to tell the lady at the end, like, you realize Taylor Swift just dominates Beyonce in like every category. And I like them both. Don't get me wrong, whatever. But there's really not much comparison when you start looking at numbers. Am I right?
Well, yeah, numbers wise, yes. But if you're basing it off of other things, it's like impossible to argue because they both have massive fan bases. They're both incredibly talented women, great performers, and they love each other. So I always hate when people try to Beyonce versus Taylor Swift because they don't like that, Like they went to each other's movie premieres. They have been friendly over the years. Like they're kind of intertwined in a way because when Taylor Swift won the VMA for Best Music Video and Kanye interrupted her on stage, he interrupted her and said that Beyonce should have won, and Beyonce was so mortified that when she did eventually win later in the night, she called Taylor up on the stage to finish her speech. So they've always had this feeling towards each other, and it's just wonderful. But I think that I'm a huge fan of both of them. I think they're very different, so I don't like to compare. Does that make sense?
It's like a forced. Natural rivalries are better than forced ones.
Agreed.
And
they don't have
the
a
Kim
rivalry.
K thing.
Yes, totally. I'll talk shit about Kim all day. Well, although I love Skims, but I think that the Beyonce Taylor thing, like I'm so bored of that like
because it's just forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what I want to ask, so vibe on, you've seen her in Paris, you saw her in Giant Stadium, I believe.
I did, yeah.
How different is it seeing her like on foreign, like it's like the energy, what's that like?
It was different only in the way that the seating is so different. Like the floor, there's general admission over in Europe versus here it's, individual seats on the floor or whatever. And so the energy is a lot higher. It's a lot hotter in the place. The place that we went to had a roof on it because the Olympics are in Paris. So their like biggest stadium is being used to like build stuff for the Olympics, I guess. So she was in La Défense Arena, and which I honestly don't know what they play there, but it was like one of the smaller ones in Paris, they were telling me. And so it was just like it felt a lot more intimate in a weird way because I had been to MetLife and that was so massive, and the no roof and the sunset and all the stuff, and but I liked the visuals a lot better in that space because it was enclosed and all the lights, and so that felt more impactful. So I don't know which one I had more fun at. The first one, it was my first Taylor Swift concert ever, so I was so excited.
Yeah,
I couldn't
overwhelming
believe. I was overwhelmed. I cried the whole time. Like it was crazy. Second time, I was more like dancing and singing, and we had space to move, and it was a lot of fun.
What would be the line of you not defending Taylor Swift anymore?
I think
Murder?
about that sometimes. Yeah, murder. I think about that a lot. Well,
You 100% would still defend Taylor Swift.
I probably would. I'd be like, well, what did they do? You know what I mean? I'd ask questions. But no, it's hard to.
No, I don't think it's
hard
that
to be
hard.
like a massive fan, and then you don't ever want to have to be faced with that. Like someone you're a massive fan of, you appreciate their character and obviously their work as well, but like you kind of admire them or look up to them in a way, you don't ever want to hear some things shady.
I know, but
So,
that's why the question needs to be asked.
yeah.
Like, what's the
I
line?
know. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Because you can't look me in the eye. It's definitely not murder.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're
Like
right.
she
I
could
don't
kill
think it's
somebody,
murder.
and you'd be
Well, like
like,
I said,
yeah,
I'd
he
ask
fucking deserved
questions.
it. What do you want?
I would ask questions as to why he was murdered. What happened here? It's hard.
Innocent until proven
And you just automatically
Innocent
assume
until
it's a
proven
guy who deserved it.
First I said they, and then you said he. So I went
Oh,
off
let's
that.
be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be a guy.
Yeah.
Well, the craziest things I saw, like I'm following, she's got a New Orleans show coming up in fall, I believe.
She does.
It's like cheaper to travel and go see her in Paris and do a trip than it is to buy tickets in the United States.
It is. Yeah.
That's the craziest
is that
damn.
Ticketmaster?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Ticketmaster. Yeah, they don't have that shit over in
That's the
in Europe.
craziest damn thing I've ever seen. You can
I know.
fly to foreign soil and it's cheaper.
And the allure of like turning it into a trip also helps.
Yeah,
like
with your
the
friends,
tickets
you-
themselves. Oh yeah, like I had the time of my life. Like I was 20 of my friends. I had high school, college, New York friends. Like I mixed them all together, and we all went to the same show and spent a few days in Paris and dinners and drinks and whatever. And it was just it's an experience I'll cherish forever versus spending 14 grand on a floor seat in New Orleans, which
Yeah,
I just have no
crazy.
interest in.
What if she sacrificed a puppy?
That would be tough. And again, like why? Why are we sacrificing this puppy?
Just the
Like,
fact that you're saying why.
that's fucked up, obviously. I
Yeah,
stand
but
with
you
dogs.
say why,
She,
it's
but
kinda-
she like wouldn't do that. I'd be like, is she sick? Was she drugged? Like, was she forced to do
you
that?
just find out
She's being
that
held
you just
hostage.
find out that Taylor Swift's killing puppies.
Someone save her. Like, I just no.
I feel like
I don't know.
do that.
I feel like
She would
that's
never
pretty
do it.
indefensible.
I
She
feel
would
like-
never do it.
I feel like the line would be if she went after Miss Peaches, probably.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, if she was like fuck Miss Peaches, I'd be like, wow, Taylor, I didn't expect that of you.
So
I
that's
also,
the line.
I mean, I wouldn't like.
That's the line.
If she like
going after Miss Peaches,
if she
is
was
the line.
talking shit about Miss Peaches, I'd be like, that's bitchy. I wouldn't stop being a fan. I'd be like, well, she just hates Miss Peaches. That's tough, and I don't agree with that at all. However, I'm not gonna like write her off the rest of my life. I'll be like, well, she's a cat person. I knew that all along. But I didn't think she hated dogs.
So she's allowed to sacrifice puppies, and you would still defend her.
No. She would never do that.
Yeah,
She would
but
never do that.
we're speaking hypotheticals here.
But that's how absurd it is. Like she's just so.
That's how absurd.
She's
Do you know how
kind.
absurd it was that OJ like committed a murder?
Yeah, well,
Like,
I
he
don't know.
was-
I saw
he-
the evidence. Well,
Yeah, I know, but
that's the
OJ
thing.
was so well
True.
renowned in America at the
True.
time. He was. James Cameron wanted him to be cast as the Terminator,
Did
but said
people-
no because people wouldn't believe him as a murderer. That's how well liked
that's
So
so
OJ
funny.
was.
I
Flown
didn't know
completely
that.
off the rails.
That I didn't know. I
So
didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
if Taylor Swift does something like we already know she
I'd
can
be
get away with
shocked.
murder in
Well,
your
here's the
eyes.
question. Here's the question, because I don't really remember. I was too young. When all the OJ stuff was going down, were people thinking like, "There's no way he did it. There's no way he did it," or did they all think like, "Oh shit, he probably murdered his wife and that guy"?
I was young as
I remember
well. It
watching. I
became-
was in seventh grade.
became a
Okay,
racial
okay.
divide
Class
thing.
Like, what was the vibe? Like, did people think like, "There's no way, there's no way"? Because if I heard something like that about Taylor, I would immediately think, "There's no way she would never do something
Exactly.
like that." But then you hear O.J. Simpson does it, and you're like, well, CTE. Like,
Yeah.
you start thinking along those lines, and then you start being like, well, it kind of makes sense. All of a sudden, he's on trial. He's got the gloves. He's an
glove does
asshole
not
on the
fit. You
stand.
must
Like,
quit.
yeah.
So you would say if there was
looks a
evidence
lot more guilty.
provided of Taylor Swift sacrifice, well, murder she can get away with, but Taylor Swift sacrificing puppies, if there was actual evidence that would change your mind
If
about
there was
her.
video footage of Taylor Swift,
There has to
slitting
be
a
video
puppy-
footage?
Yes, there does.
What
It's slitting
the
a
fuck?
puppy's
So
foot.
if Ray Rice, if there wasn't
Either-
video footage of Ray Rice beating the shit out of somebody, like
you
wouldn't
think people
care?
would have believed that he did it? If not, they didn't believe Diddy until a video of him. With,
Yeah, that's
with
why it's
what's
messed
her face
up.
in it.
That's
no,
why it's
fucked up.
hypocritical.
It's fucked up. But I'm saying that those people who already had all these people speaking out against them and giving evidence as to the terrible behavior that they were exuding. They needed video proof to see it. Whereas Taylor Swift, no one's ever said a bad thing about her. All of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe she's slitting throats of puppies without video proof? Get out of town. Get out of town.
I don't know. Stranger
out
things
of
have happened. You
town.
heard the Illuminati? Shit goes down.
Get out of town.
I don't know. You don't think Taylor wrote a couple contracts to Lucifer? I don't
Listen,
know. Maybe.
I mean, if I had the
get pretty
opportunity, I
popular
would
at a young
too.
age.
I'm ready to give over my blood to Lucifer at any moment, and I'm just waiting for him to call me up. Like,
There you
I'm
go.
begging. How many snakes do I have to wear? You know, it's like, oh,
So you got back from Paris? Any rest of summer stuff? I don't know. This thing's flown so far off the rails. Does
no,
Chad
that
have
was
any
it.
comments?
Yeah, Paris is great. Paris is great. Yeah, Paris is great.
Hey, well, at least you got you back in the Chicago office
Yeah,
in
yeah.
October. You've had a fun week this week.
I have. I've had a good time. This is. It's so nice seeing everybody and being together.
We got Connor Griffin sneaking in. Connor, a lot of people moving slow from the Yak crew last night. Apparently, and it'll air Friday, so I don't want to. I can't spoil anything because I have no idea. I wasn't here. This case race got out of hand last night. We're gonna let Connor come in and give us a quick update on it before we get out of here.
Do you want me to?
I can just chill here and give a brief couple
Yeah,
words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How's it going, Smitty? This is the end of my week-long assignment to Wake Up Mintzy. First of all, thank you very much for having me. It's been a blast. Can't give away.
Speaking of being late and respecting time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't give away too much, but I will say, because we've already said this on Twitter, it is by far the drunkest case race yet. We started the latest we've ever started. It went the latest in the night, and that was part of the problem too. It got out of hand probably within the first 20 minutes, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
I saw Titus is out today off it.
Titus is out,
There's
so
just bodies everywhere.
Oh,
from this
no.
case.
Yes.
Are people? He's out. Like he can't come in.
no, he's
He's
done.
throwing up. He's
Yeah,
dying.
so and I put up on the injury report. Connor texted me injury report.
so funny.
questionable.
Which I'll clear up. I was totally sober last night. I did not have a single drink, but there was a lot of cleanup. There was a lot of stuff going on after
time
that.
did you leave?
I left here maybe around midnight, 12:15, something like that, and then
Got it.
went home and looked over some of the footage, which was crazy. But so it's just been everybody's been kind of hurting this morning, and I think
course.
overall people feel good about it though.
Oh, I'm
And,
sure.
Yeah, because there have been times in the past where people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what I did last night." This was good vibes. Everybody was having a great time,
that's
and
great.
I think it's going to be epic when it rolls out tomorrow. I was going to say that yesterday, but then I didn't know if we had officially confirmed that it was coming out tomorrow. It is coming out tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, 1 Eastern, 12 Central. I had to do the math there. And watch it because it is going to be awesome. So that's all I'll say.
Hell yeah. Connor,
Fabulous.
Thank you.
thanks
Can't wait.
thank you for your week with Wake Up Mintzy. We enjoyed you.
Connor picked the right week whenever we had everybody else in the office. You know what I mean?
yeah.
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 Thank you, guys.
Quick things before we
Thanks.
get out of here. Thanks to Dude Wipe, Stella Blue as always, Smitty, Kelly, and Moody. I am super excited. I'm doing 48 hours in and out of Denver this weekend. Leave Saturday morning 6 a.m. and I'm back Monday morning doing the Red Rocks Widespread Panic for the
There you go.
I believe
There you go.
2010,
Hell yeah.
2011, 2013, 2018, 19, 22, 23, and 24.
Ben,
Wow.
and I don't say this lightly. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's got to do it. Going out west,
Gotta
baby.
keep those guys on tour.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's not going to last forever. They've been doing it for a long
Exactly.
time.
Cherish every moment.
Who is more diehard, Kelly and Taylor Swift, or you and Widespread Panic?
Oh, it's you for sure. It's
Yeah,
I've only been to 2 shows. You've been to.
This is 201 for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I think Kelly's more diehard. Ben Mintz is more delusional because if Widespread Panic died and went off the face of the earth, he'll still find a way to go to a Widespread.
What if he found out they were killing puppies, though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Then what?
We'd have some problems.
He'd probably take the fall
Yeah,
some way, somehow,
True,
or be
true.
blamed. They probably
Yeah,
set him
right.
up for some.
Yeah, I had a funny. I mentioned
They'd
it.
connect you to the shows that you've been to. They'd be like, all the puppies that were killed were all the shows that you happened to be at.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be tough. Tough luck.
But anyway, doing that this weekend. Come join us at the Dozen tonight at Riviera. Next week's gonna be fun because my old man's gonna be around for his 75th birthday. We're doing
Hell yeah.
I'm doing the Rolling Stones next Thursday, and then hopefully Smitty last minute can make World Series of Poker in Vegas. I'll be out there for sure.
Yeah, if we can find 10 grand, just line it.
There you go. Hey man, get on Poker Stake. Josh Aria, you get on Poker Stake.
Yeah,
Get it sold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
simple.
get on Poker Stage.
No, you can. You made a couple. You
I
made
thought of a fact. I mean, Nate had an existential crisis about money, and I've been trying to define like the 10K to go to World Series of Poker. And I just saw this thing about, billionaires. People don't realize just how much money $1 billion is. Like, there's a thing where if you count 1,000,000 seconds, it's like 30 days. But if you count 1 billion seconds, it's like 30 years. But that's still never
wow.
really translated.
Wow, yeah.
Ben Mintz, you know who JC is? Big Jesus Christ guy.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm big. I'm big.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
big.
yeah.
I'm big
Okay.
JC guy.
So say he
yeah.
was born,
Okay.
and you, Ben Mintz, received $10,000 every single hour since Christ was born, 0 AD, until now, present day. You still would have less money than like the top 5 richest people in the world.
wow.
Wow,
Than
that's
Bezos and
crazy.
Musk. $10,000
How'd you learn
an
that
hour.
fact? How'd you learn that fact? You get the calculator out or like?
Well, I saw it on TikTok, and then
Got it,
I'm
right.
like, "There's no way there's just no possible way that's
That-
true."
yeah, that sounds
That is
crazy.
very true. It ends up being
ends
like
up being-
$170 billion,
Oh, wow.
and it's like what are we doing? It's like
I
what are we
know.
doing?
Well, you know what,
$10,000 a fucking hour.
You know what somebody said to me? That you can't take your money with you when you die. So I was like, all right, spend it.
Yeah,
like, I don't give a shit.
There's a Bill
Like,
Perkins
whatever. Like,
famous book's called Die with Zero.
Yeah.
And he's like super, super rich, but it's all about like time is more important than money and maximizing your time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just one of these guys. There's like 100 of them.
yeah.
It's like, what are we doing?
I know.
What are we doing?
I don't know, man.
$10,000 an hour.
What are they doing with all that?
They're going to fucking space.
I know, they are.
Like about your own
Do we
space
need
program.
to go to space? Like, do we need? I am very interested in space. That was like my favorite.
I love space
and,
too.
and the ocean. I'm very interested in both. Terrified of both, but very interested in both. But I don't think that. I think we're kind of fiddling around and just like passing time until someone eventually shows up on Earth that's smart enough to be able to tell us all about it. You know,
That's
we're
fair.
just passing time.
$10,000. It's just like, what's the point? Why are we even trying?
I know.
If that's the case.
I
All right.
know.
That's
All right.
my rant.
Thanks, Smitty. Thanks,
Yeah.
Kelly Keegs. Thanks to Moody, Connor Griffin. We'll be back next Tuesday in the office with far less people in town, but we'll have a hell of a time next week. I'm definitely going to try to get my sister by here while she's here one day because that'll be something. She certainly had to deal with a lot being related to me her whole life.
I'm sure.
Yeah, thanks again for everybody for joining us. Have a good week. Come see us. Riviera tonight, dozen, big time, 7 o'clock.